Hey, Omar, hi. No, there's sound. I just turned it off until somebody showed up. Because why sit here in silence?
Yeah, because I don't want to talk to her. I don't even know if I'm picked up on your mic very well.
I don't know. Can you hear Ty?
I guess I'm not trying to talk very loud right now.
Oh, Omar says he can hear you.
Good.
All right. Well, you're the first to show up. Oh, hey, dang. Simon's here too.
Yeah, Simon was just retweeting us, so I figured he'd show up.
Oh, excellent. Yay. I'm glad you could show up today. I am glad that the stream health seems to be better than it was last time.
Yeah, I'm sorry about last week. We never figured that out.
Our internet just didn't want to play. All right. So, since both of you are here, Omar, you were the first to show up. If you want to tell me what to draw, that'd be cool. Also, today is officially the first day I'm back to work after a break for my hand because it was being stupid. Oh yeah, yeah. We understand, dude. No, I'm stoked that you show up during work. Yeah, it was giving me a bit of grief, but it's still a little stiff. But stretching it and taking breaks has been okay. I'm just trying to work a little slow. Well, that doesn't help me any. Omar said he had a good one, but he forgot.
A good what?
Request.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm sorry if you hear drills. Of course, construction had to follow us to this new apartment.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, but our previous apartment, Ty had lived there for how many years?
With the construction, it would have been going for like 4 years.
It was like construction for 4 years straight.
And we're talking about like wall rattling drills for 4 years.
And we moved here, and it was nice and quiet and lovely, and the buildings got sold to another company, and now they're
already making plans to take it away from the poor people who live here.
Yeah, they're fixing everything up by upgrading everything as they can, and that includes drilling into the side of the buildings. Anyway, okay, Omar, what you got? Right? Yeah, because they were putting up an entire new apartment building next door. Sentai Sorrel and Power Armor. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Also, hi, Carson. I'm glad you could come.
I greet no one.
Ty greets no one. He wants everybody
pretty
to know.
Cool that so many people can show up on weekdays.
Right?
There's something to this weekdays.
Super Sentai Rangers. All right.
He just means Power Rangers.
Yeah, no, I just can't remember exactly. Okay, so put Sorrel in tight leather. All right.
I think it's a great idea.
Hi, Rob. Yeah, everybody's here. It's a big party.
Everyone is here.
All right, just in case anybody missed it, the first request is from Omar, and that's for me to put Sorrel in Super Sentai Power Ranger armor, which means tight leather. This is gonna be a treat. Also, I apologize that the sketches are likely to be a little rough, like rougher than usual, because I'm just getting back to it. I'm a little rusty. Oh, Simet says he loves the poster work for Act 2.
I should be able to print that at like actual cinematic poster size.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but I'm not printing it out for them because it's literally like $30 a print.
Yeah, yeah. Omar, that's a great idea, but if I draw left-handed, there's only going to be one request for like the next 2 hours, and that'll suck for everybody else. So, all right.
Yeah, she's good with her left hand, but she's very slow.
I'm very slow. How's everybody doing today?
I'm great.
Ty is great. Oh my goodness, Rob. Rob says he would pay $60 for a movie print for an RS print plus shipping.
How about instead, maybe I'll just make that a Patreon thing and you can make your own goddamn prints of it. I do have a BTS going up like tomorrow. It's nothing major. I'm sorry I've been lax about that. We've had so much to do. It's been difficult to also get like behind the scenes shit out. But I do have some stuff. Also, Rob, specifically, because you got so many books, we have not gotten around to shipping yours yet because yours is going to be a special case where we need to pay. We probably need to get like a box or something. So just so you know, we haven't actually mailed yours yet. But we'll probably get on that shortly.
Monitor shaking.
Stop it. Tell it to stop.
Oh no, don't apologize. That's totally fine.
Oh yeah, no, like, dude, you're the one getting books. I don't care as long as you give me money, and you did, so we're good.
And yeah, everything is. I mean, people who just got one book, and you know, even plus the goodies, it's still within like letter size, rather than package size, which is awesome.
Yeah, the bad news is we can't get tracking on any of that because they technically count as letters.
But it appears things are working out, and yeah, and like Omar's saying, it's awesome to see people getting their books.
It is pretty awesome.
seriously wish we had printed more books.
Yeah, next time we do a print run, we're gonna get more books than we did.
Because that whole thing about everybody asking about an online store, I kind of don't want to do that now because we are not going to have a lot of books left after. Like, we can barely do a convention again. Like, we're kind of screwed into not doing conventions again because we don't have enough books to really do anything. And that's a bummer. Also next time we do a Kickstarter, I don't know what we're gonna do because now we'll have all these volume 2s but no volume 1s. So that's kind of weird. So the next book might actually just be volume 1 again, but with volume 2. Because I would rather have the books weirdly numbered than have to do like a $25,000 Kickstarter. This is great. You should do everyone. But who would be Zordon? I guess Ken, because he's a giant purple man.
I was gonna say Liel.
Yes. Yes, do it. Oh, that looks great. Oh, jeez.
But he's like a weirdly low cut, like leather top.
Yes.
All
Oh, yeah.
right.
Chat's over there now.
Yeah. No, yeah, we understand it.
Sorry, what are you talking about?
Rob is also at work, so he might drop in and out.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
he wouldn't have hair. So he needs like spikes or something. Yes.
Yeah, I think spikes would work.
Wait. Ugh.
He's got beautiful legs. The sandal boots are pretty great.
He's glorious.
That's great. I love it. Oh Jesus.
he needs a cape? Alright.
We should watch all of Power Rangers.
I was thinking about watching the movie.
Like the more recent movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should watch that. I actually don't know if I can marathon the whole of the series because we're talking 20 years.
So many. So many. Alright, Omar agrees he needs a cape. Alright.
I could definitely do VR Troopers again.
I forgot you watched all of that.
Twice.
Nice.
It is stupid nonsense. Yeah, he looks better with a cape. I dig that cape.
Beautiful. He's ready to save the world.
What a beautiful boy.
Oh gosh, Steinmat, you were next. Omar, that was fun. He's wonderful. What is today? Today's the 3rd?
Say what now?
I was trying to remember what day today was.
3rd, yeah.
You're welcome, dude. Oh, jeez. A creature with multiple legs and big bitey mouth. Ooh, fun. Okay.
Nice. So at least 2 legs.
At the very least.
Make sure it has more than 1 leg.
Alright. I've been wanting to use one of these guys as reference for a while.
What are those? Oh, yeah.
Weird ass goats. So we're gonna use that guy as reference for something with multiple legs and big bitey mouth. Oh my god, they're so weird. Cheese is chasing her tail. You're crazy. Crazy cheese.
She will not suffer the insult of you watching.
This is totally a goat. But yeah, they're bizarre. Do you remember what kinds of goats they are? Do you remember what their name
Weird.
is?
Goats that are weird have big face. You know, big face goat.
Big face goat. Now this thing here is his horn. It's like at a weird angle. And then that there are his crazy ass long ears. These goats are so bizarre. Their skulls are the neatest things.
They do have cool skulls.
Okay.
We need more skulls.
Yeah,
We need to get more skulls.
we had a. I don't know if you guys saw our the photo of our table at TCAF, but we had a coyote skull on it. People seem to like it.
Yeah, so many people stopped for the skull.
One person asked if it was for sale. They seemed very sad. They walked away with nothing.
That was a kid, right?
Was it a kid? I think it was a kid, yeah.
And maybe conflating it with the kid who asked if our cats were for sale.
Oh,
when
maybe.
we were getting sprayed. That kid was very sad.
Yeah.
That's a kid who needs to get a dog or something. Oh, he's weird.
Isn't he?
Why you gotta be so weird?
I don't know. Oh. Simet says it's relaxing to watch me draw, and it's a shame that he's at work. You know, I really like watching people draw as well. You'd think it'd be a little distracting to have other people's like art streams on while you're working, but it's really not. It's kind of that community feeling, like we're all just drawing together is really nice.
It's fine. I guess.
I do okay with it.
I gotta say, I should watch more art streams. Right now it's kind of zero. Because you can learn a lot from watching other people.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Omar's watching pottery, like people throwing dishes, bowls, and mugs, etc.
That's super cool.
That's really cool.
Wait, while watching this one?
No, that's what he's into lately. This guy's weird. This is really weird.
No, he's great.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good idea. So I'm at. All right.
What's that?
He said his horns could curve around so they look like tusks.
No, that is a cool idea.
All right.
Make it so.
I will try. Huh. Omar said if we get a P.O. box, he could send us a mug.
Wait. Why would we need a PO box?
Well, I don't know. I guess we could just give you our home address. I mean,
Was
we'll talk about that later.
yeah. Now's not the time. I don't know. It's just we didn't get a PO box for the Kickstarter, so 300 people have our home address. And that was probably a stupid idea.
But, you know, yeah. I honestly don't know how much P.O. boxes are up here, and we would need, like, a bigger one in case books came back, so it just...
My solution is I'm just not going to open any mail that anybody tries to send back to us.
I really think it's going to be okay.
Like if anybody's like, oh, hey, now I have your home address. I'm just going to send you something. Fuck you. I'm going to throw it in the trash.
I really think it's going to be okay.
Don't send me mail.
Pottery is never... I mean, I never, like, used a wheel. I made something. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was a Trojan horse out of, like, a giant hunk of clay. And it immediately fell apart. I didn't know what I was doing. And then I ended up breaking one of my classmates' like little ETs that he made. That was awful.
Do you mean the film character E.T. or do you mean like a Roswell?
No, like the film character E.T. He made a little top-heavy E.T. and I ended up breaking his head off because my teacher told me to empty the kiln, and I broke things because I'm awful.
You cocked it up.
Oh, everything was fired already.
And then you were fired.
And then I was fired from getting the things that were fired.
Yeah, this guy is something else.
I like creature design.
Something else.
Okay, let's figure out these horns. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I think that was 8th grade, so I was 13. My teacher called me Jennifer and told me to sit down.
You broke everything so much. Now you gotta break everything so much.
She was one of those teachers that was always mad at me for something. I was a good kid. I don't know. There was something she was not fond of about me.
You're tood.
I didn't have a tube though. I made the joke once that working on the mural in the school was fun because it got me out of class. And that made her mad. And
That's a tood.
and ever since then, she like was always on my case about something. However, she did come to my rescue when I got in trouble for punching a boy because he touched me. And she told the principal off. It was awesome.
That's not a tood. That's a mood.
There we go. We got this. Hi, bud.
God, these goats. I know they're like Asian or something.
I can't remember.
They're like
What they're
indigenous to
called.
a particular country or something.
Yeah. I'm sure if we Googled weird goat, it would find him. Oh, he needs his long ears.
I mean, does he need them?
Yeah. Omar found it. Jamun Apari goat.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Those on the tip of my tongue. Their skulls are so cool, though.
They're really cool.
Oh my god! Ugh. We should make some damn comics.
I was working on it. Oh, the stream's green. That never happens.
That basically never happens. Yeah.
Oh, it's yellow again. It heard me.
Probably. Thanks a lot.
This is horrifying.
No, he's great.
Why would you do this?
He's great.
Tiny little feet with a giant head.
I like his tiny feet.
That sounded horrifying.
Okay, so yeah, he's this is horrifying.
Look at his skinny little body and his giant fat head.
I like his skinny little body and giant fat head. But yeah, he's scary. Did I ever tell you guys about the goat that lived next door to me in Texas? Who wore sweaters made out of his own fur? It was amazing. He charged my car every time I drove up. I tried to make nice with him, but he wanted none of my carrots.
I want none of your carrots.
People should say that. That should be a phrase.
Wonderful. I saw his owners once. I lived there for about 2 years. And I saw his people once. And it was surreal. Like, they never mowed their yard, like, during the day. But, like, you'd get up early in the morning and their yard would be clean. It was nuts. I never saw them leave the house except that one time. And they went to Walmart. I only knew that because I was driving behind them. And they had a goat that wore sweaters. Like this guy. I'm sure he wears sweaters.
I'd wear meat sweaters.
Simon, that was fun. I think Rob was next to show.
I believe so, yes.
Is it Rob or Carson?
I believe it was Rob.
No, Carson showed up before Rob.
Well, I'm full of lie.
Carson, are you still with us? That's a lot of sleeves. Oh, I'm glad you like it. He's weirdo. I like him. Oh, excellent! Yay! It's your turn if you want to tell me what to draw.
Too rough.
Hot toot rot.
We are all just too rough. hips are doing me a heck of no good.
Did you eat some pills?
No. But I do think that's next. Because self-care.
Self-care is eating pills.
So, I mean, that's part of it.
Yeah.
It qualifies.
Ooh. Carson's suggesting a drawing of Ro as a Jedi. Or would she be Sith?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Just don't even worry about it.
Oh, hey, Rage. Yay.
Everyone is here.
Everyone's here.
Waluigi is not here.
No, Waluigi's not invited. We'll make Ro a Jedi, but she's grumpy about it.
I can dig it. Cheese, what are you doing?
I don't know why she does that. She just has to sniff him sometimes.
Sniff him and then complain that he's there, even though it was her that walked up. She's kind of a dick. Like many cats, our cat is kind of a dick. Are there cats who are not dicks? No one knows.
Simba wasn't a dick. He was a good boy.
Really?
can't.
My name was the day.
Obi-Wan Kenobi was an asshole.
Why was Obi-Wan an asshole?
Because they were like, we need to hide the children, and Obi-Wan was like, all right, I'm going to follow this desert planet and continue wearing my Jedi uniform in public. Okay, bye.
Yeah, alright.
He was constantly endangering both himself and Luke by apparently. It's probably just George Lucas is a terrible storyteller. Probably. But you'd think that Obi-Wan would want to dress very unlike his Jedi self while he's in exile, trying not to be murdered. And trying not to get Luke murdered. I can't wait to see how they shoehorn in an explanation for that in the Obi-Wan movie. I just realized there's no way they're not going to touch on that.
I forgot there was going to be an Obi-Wan movie.
With the way that they had to over-explain the shit out of everything in Solo, they'll probably do it again for the Obi-Wan movie.
We should watch Solo. I would like to see that at least once.
Would be maybe interested, because I haven't seen that or Rogue One. And I don't care much for Star Wars. But I would like to see Donald Glover as Lando, because I like Donald Glover a lot. Lando Calrissian. They told me Lando.
Carson says Solo is worth watching.
I'm willing to give it a shot. Do understand that I'm one of those people who is like staunchly anti-blockbuster. I think all movies are crap these days. Marvel movies are at their very best.
Except for Ragnarok. Ragnarok was almost perfect.
Ragnarok was like a fucking awesome TV special, except for some reason it was 2.5 hours long. No, Ragnarok is absolutely, like, perhaps, besides the original Iron Man, it's probably the best time I've ever had with a Marvel movie. And honestly, I like, if I had to choose which arm of the franchise I like best, it might be Thor, just because I like the whole fish out of water thing.
Yeah.
Like it's you could almost expect like Brendan Fraser to be Thor, because Brendan Fraser does fish out of water movies so well. I saw the other day a screenshot of an online article from 2000 whatever, being like, why did Marvel cast nobodies in Thor? There's this Chris Hemsworth man who you might remember from the opening scene of J.J. Abrams' Star Trek.
Yeah.
And who the hell is this Tom Hiddleston? Boo! It's like, oh, bitch. This article is not aged well.
Oh, Simet says Solo is very good, but not as good as Rogue One. Ty hasn't seen Rogue One yet. I have, and I really enjoyed it. It seems to get a lot of hate, but I thought it was great. I guess the hate stems from, like, why do we care about these characters? But, like, I enjoyed it.
It takes a lot to get me on board for a movie designed for general audiences. Not that they can't exist, it's just they normally don't. Like good ones, I mean. I think the reason I like Ragnarok so much was just that it's the first time Marvel stopped making the same goddamn movie
It
over
was
and over again.
it was absurd. It was such a good, like, fun movie.
I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
Or I want to see more of, like, Marvel recognizing that in order to survive, they have to start letting directors make movies. And, like, have movies that don't necessarily all feel exactly the same.
Yeah. Yeah, it's popular to hate strong female characters right now.
Sorry, what does that have to do with anything?
Oh, Omar said that recent Star Wars fans have a history of hating strong female characters.
Oh yeah, no, modern fandom is like garbage. I once jokingly said to Jen, should we call our fans sand people? Which, besides the obvious tastelessness of doing that, ultimately I don't want our fans to be called anything, because the way fandoms are militarized now is gross, and I hate it. And I don't want anybody who enjoys my work to ever behave like the kind of people who loudly proclaim themselves fans of things. Or, excuse me, members of the fandom. It's not fans anymore. I just want people to enjoy the work I'm doing, and if they happen to meet other people who also enjoy the work, so much the better. But like, oh boy, Star Wars fans and comic book movie fans and anybody you can kind of classify as a group are the worst human beings on the planet. And I don't want to ever create the means by which that kind of thing can happen for the work I'm producing. And I guess that's presumptuous. Should that level of success ever happen? I'm not saying it will. We are still absolute nobodies.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you, Omar. I do agree. Fandom itself can be very cool. I love the communities that sprout up around a thing. I think that's really neat. A Critical Role is an example. I've seen some nastiness here and there, but like a lot of the time the people who are quote unquote leaders in that community will tell people to shut up, which is cool. But yeah, it can get kind of ugly.
As soon as the fans have a name, that's a red flag for me. That's not a deal breaker, but it is a red flag.
DA was awesome till it wasn't. Yeah, I agree.
The other reason I wouldn't want Sand People, besides the obvious, racist nature of that, is I just don't care about Star Wars that much.
Yeah, that's making a reference that
That I just
you
don't
just
give
don't
a shit
care.
about.
Yeah.
I don't care about Star Wars. Though in the end, though, it's really not up to me. It's up to the fans who organize themselves, and that's the other thing. I bitch and moan about all this shit, but in the end, it's really not my call.
No.
If the fans feel like doing that, they're going to do that.
I admit that like the nastiness and like the Steven Universe fandom pushed me away for a long time. I had no interest in giving that show a go because of just the constant wave of negativity that you would see online. I am desperate to watch it now. I think it's probably a super beautiful thing that I was ashamed I missed out on when it was brand new. But yeah, it's really sad how the bad fans can ruin something like
I
that.
still refuse to watch it because of his fans. If you feel comfortable pushing a fan artist to kill themselves because they didn't conform to your idea of the fandom, no. Something is wrong there.
Oh yeah. I'm fully prepared to cry my eyes out. I know that's probably a show that will push all my buttons. This is cool. I like this one. These would be lightsabery if I was doing this in color.
Yeah, good robes.
Thanks.
You should keep that on deck for later. Should somebody need robes. We don't have enough people with robes. Like, why don't we have a character with robes? Everybody's wearing, sleeves ripped off butt capes.
I mean,
That's kind of our look. We need somebody with robes.
we don't have a lot of characters at the moment.
No, but yes, but our cast is. I mean, they haven't met them all, but our cast is between 15 and 20 deep now, and nobody's wearing robes.
We should put somebody in robes.
I had an idea, and then I almost blew it to Spoiler Town by saying something out loud.
Uh-oh.
I'm glad I didn't. Never mind, I'll tell you later. I was going to be like, this particular character, and then I realized that would be too much information.
You know you guys have a fandom when there is accuracy fights on Sorrel Rule 34 tumblers. No, one day there will be.
I am excited to have porn.
Maybe not on Tumblr, unless somebody buys them out who then allows porn again, but
I will save to a folder every piece of porn for Rising Sand that is made, no matter how weird it is.
I'm excited. I can't wait for people to care enough,
It's going to hurt me a lot because there's going to be so much underage porn.
There might be, yeah. And that's...
But it's such a weird, complicated thing because that people are drawing porn at all means
you've hit a certain level. But in the case of a piece of media starring an underage character, you're going to get shit loads of drawn child porn, and I don't feel good about that.
Okay, so Jedi Row clearly has a chip on her shoulder.
Not to mention that doll is already underage, and then there's a younger incarnation of her that appears multiple times in the comic. That's even worse. Maybe I won't save the porn.
Or, you know, maybe we won't get any of Doll. It'd just be Olive Sorrel. Because he's clearly the hottest of the bunch.
No, it's going to be a fair amount of doll and Kev.
I think Liel would probably be the one we get the most of.
No. If only because Liel, I don't think it's a spoiler to say, is not the most important character in the story. Like, her screen time is not going to be nearly as big as some of the other characters.
Yeah. Those are the ones that get the most fans, though. Like,
Yeah, you get a lot of people yelling really, really loud.
Look-
Those are characters.
look at Frothy Guy from Avatar.
Oh, yeah!
A whole community sprung up around him.
Oh, Frothy Guy. Or Cabbage Guy, for that matter.
Yeah.
Well, Leo's a bigger character than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the inverse ratio of a character's importance and their popularity is worth a, like, it would be almost fun to, like, do a, I want to say a study. That sounds almost too pretentious. I wouldn't mind looking into that.
I'm sure somebody has.
Like some sort of graph.
Yeah.
You can see the numbers. We never really put the spotlight on him, but there's that guy in his underwear in Rassaran who shows up multiple times.
Leg Day guy?
What?
The guy with the giant thighs?
Oh, yeah, I never called him Leg Day Guy, but yes, I think we're talking about the same person.
Okay.
There's this dude who just appears to be in kind of like briefs in the background in a few panels.
Oh, that's a good point. Omar says he thinks it's because you can inject your own narrative into one of those characters.
I think that's true. Yeah, I think that's also why so many video game characters get so beloved, and also why video game movies always fail. Because poorly defined traits lead to characters becoming many things to many people, and then when those things are locked down in a specific narrative, it kind of takes away from the fantasy that the people had built up. Which is why I think I've talked about it. I've probably talked about it on stream. I'm chomping at the bit for the Mario movie that's coming out next year, or maybe it's 2021. I don't know. Because that's going to like permanently change the franchise.
Yeah.
Like once Mario, and in particular, I'm interested in Bowser, are fully voiced and have like personalities and shit locked down and quotable lines and stuff. Like that will fundamentally change how that entire universe is viewed.
Omar shouting, Mario, what?
Oh, there's Illumination. The people who made Despicable Me are making a Mario movie that's coming out in 2021. This has been news for years. They're moving very slow on it because I think they want to make sure they have a hit on their hands. It's animated, by the way. It's not going to be some of that Sonic the Hedgehog shit. But yeah, I'm interested to see how it breaks, not necessarily in a bad way, but breaks the way the franchise is seen.
Yeah.
Because like Mario, I don't think I bitched about this on stream. I made a tweet thread
about it. Like the fact remains that like beyond Luigi and kind of Wario, Mario characters are not characters. They're just like you can kind of glean like one adjective from each character, but like they're not really people. And so it'll be interesting once they have like wants and fears and voices, like how that will completely change these people, these non-people in everybody's heads. Because the Mario franchise is locked down enough at this point, like aesthetically, that these will be presented as the canon representations of these characters. Otherwise, Nintendo wouldn't let it out the door, and it'll be really, really strange from a marketing perspective.
I'm sorry. Let me rewind a little bit.
And Goombas will be minions. Sorry, continue.
No, I don't want minion Goombas. Why would you say that?
Because that's what they will be.
I'm offended. Carson, the Avatar characters are in Act 1. They're in a massive group shot.
They're in the last panel of page 37.
I wasn't gonna.
Sorry. There's only 2 massive group shots in the entire comic so far.
That's why I didn't want to give it away.
Sorry.
They're on page 37. You just have to look for them in the big crowd. Omar, yes, I have seen the Waluigi Wario Link Zelda gift mashup, and I'm pretty sure I've saved it like 3 times now. It's amazing. Carson, this was a great request. I had fun with this. If it were in color, her lightsaber knives would be... I'm going to go purple.
Samuel L. Jackson would have words about that.
Well, he can eat a butt because they're purple.
You're right, though. They'd be purple.
Hello? Is she right there or is she in your closet?
No, she's trying to be in the closet.
God damn it, cheese. Rob, are you still with us?
Robe.
Rob. Yay, it's your turn if you want to tell me what to draw. Oh, jeez. What's your problem? Rob is always with us in our hearts.
Oh, did he leave?
No, he's still here. Rage was just saying what's up. What everybody believes.
That's what I believe.
Steve Buscemi as a Sith Lord. All right.
Yes! Yes!
Okay.
Perfect!
All right. Give me a minute. Wait, hold on. I have just the thing. There he is. Yes. Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oops.
I don't even need my glasses to see that.
Yay. All right.
Awful.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how none of you came up with that idea before. You're all failures. Ah, God, was it Bayless that started this shit?
The Steve Buscemi?
Yeah,
I mean that feels right.
I think
Like,
it was
probably.
Bayless. Bayless, who doesn't show up very often.
But he's cursed us all. Oh, 421. You better be blazing it.
You're late.
You'd best be blazing.
You're late.
Please blaze it.
Rod's got an idea.
What is that?
Here's our hooded person for RS.
Steve Buscemi?
Yeah,
He should be in it.
he should be in it somewhere.
I would be very okay with that. I mean, I hate to say that he also has a self face, but like everybody we're interested in seems to have it.
Everybody's got a good face, does. Like, or we cast him as Sorrel.
Or we would cast him as Sorrel, yeah. No, Jason Mantzoukas as Sorrel is the best. I think it would be impossible to get him to shave his head for it, but I think it's the best. Just besides Sorrel, though, it's like, who do you fantasy cast? I mean, except like Kev doesn't count because that's obviously Christopher Judge.
Yeah.
Like, there's really nobody else. Well, and the fact that, as far as I'm concerned, Kev is a puppet. So you could really get anybody with the right voice. And the other problem is, like, I don't know young people. So I don't know who to cast for anybody who's like under 40.
Carson said that, or I would love to see. I can't. Is it Buscemi?
Buscemi, yeah.
Buscemi. Why? I don't know why I second guess myself. As Sorrel, to which Omar responded that it could be one of those Eddie Murphy style movies where he plays 10 characters.
Yeah. I don't see any problem with that.
The Rock as Keb. And yeah, we've talked about Keith David as the voice of Keb.
Oh yeah, no, like for
Yeah.
me, like obviously Kev is a ripoff of Teal'c from Stargate. I mean, kind of like Teal'c with notes of like Vulcan and Klingon.
Yeah.
So Christopher Judge was obviously foremost in my mind when I created the character. Keith David is the natural second choice. At this point, I would accept Andre Braugher as Kev.
We've been watching a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
We never stop watching
We
Brooklyn
never-
Nine-Nine.
We never stop. Like, we'll go through the whole series and then just start it again a couple days later. It's perfect work noise.
No, we will start it again literally the next day.
Yeah.
Like, we will finish an evening of work and be like, all right, we go to bed. And then the next day, it's just like, all right, okay, season 1 again. Now, we blew through season 6. It was just added to Netflix, what, like 2 days ago?
2
and we're
days
done?
ago, yeah. I think Bing Pod is my favorite thing.
I also love that has just become part of the lexicon of the show. And, like, they don't even use it as a joke anymore. It's just when something happens and it goes a character's way, they just say Bing Pot.
And it's always Holt.
Bing Pot.
But yeah, we have it on a lot. But like, we've had it on the most lately because we take care of Kickstarter stuff at night. And it's like perfect Kickstarter noise.
For when you're doing too much mail.
The stream went green again for a second. I'm pretty sure it's because we were talking about Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Let's keep doing that. Oh, did you notice in season 6 they upgraded Rose's character design? Like she had a more elaborate leather jacket,
Yeah.
and it felt like when they do like a movie adaptation of like a cartoon, they just add more surface detail to a character.
The theme song shakes the whole apartment, though.
Yeah, I
I
don't
lo-
care for that.
I
I
love
really
it.
wish they would turn down the fucking theme song.
I like the theme song a lot. It's fun, but like, it shakes the whole apartment. I'm overworking this. It doesn't look like him anymore.
Wait, let me. Where'd my glasses go? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Wait, we have 6 people?
Yeah.
Who? Or are there just people not revealing themselves?
Well, there's Omar, Rob, Carson, Rage,
Sign up.
Simat.
Omar Carson, Robert Simat. Oh, are we forgetting someone like assholes?
Maybe it's us because it just dropped down to 5.
Or they knew they were caught, so they left. That's much more likely.
No, I'm pretty sure it was us.
Much more likely.
I don't know. Like, he's dangerous and a Sith Lord and all that, but he really just wants to be your friend. This is silly.
No, it's great.
Rage, I think you're the last one. If you would like to tell me what to do.
I am the last.
God, we should watch Dragonheart.
That was a little dragon heart for you. Dragonheart's fucking great.
Yeah, I still love that movie.
I love that movie. It's a good movie.
Even Dennis Quaid's stupid Batman voice.
Yeah, that is literally the only thing that tears the movie down for me is Dennis Quaid's stupid Batman voice.
Rage improved to be your impersonation.
Oh, my Sean Connery as Draco.
Yeah.
I am the last.
Keanu Reeves as John Wick as the guy who delivers produce to Lial.
Oh, hey, fun story. We're actually gonna meet that guy.
The produce guy?
Did I not tell you that?
I don't know.
No, like we are gonna meet a character who, well, maybe not necessarily the produce guy, but we are gonna meet a character who is in a very similar role to that.
How? We must have not talked about this because that's amazing.
Oh, okay.
I'm very excited. I'm excited to learn this with everybody else.
I'll explain the story reason for that to you after it's not spoiler country.
Okay.
Keanu Reeves should be in Rising Sun.
Keanu Reeves is a treasure. We should honor him that way.
Keanu Reeves will be the wonder of my world. But I think we should make the food court a bit larger. All the big franchises will want in.
I want to believe that Raul Julia read the script and was like, yes.
Apparently.
Everything is perfect, yes. We watched the Street Fighter movie yesterday.
On any given day, you can just assume I watched the Street Fighter movie.
Yeah, fair. Or Mortal Kombat.
It is legit. That meme that's been going around Twitter, like, what 5 movies have you seen the most? There was a time in college where, as a joke, we literally watched Street Fighter every single day. So Street Fighter is almost certainly very close to the top of that list for me. Before it was a fun thing to do for a podcast, to watch a shitty movie every single day, we were just doing it for no reason. I genuinely think Street Fighter is, well, I mean, like, it's not a good movie,
It's
but
not
I think
a good movie.
they balance a shitload of characters in a way that is still fairly clear to follow. And
Yeah.
that is a tall order for any movie.
Yeah.
Like, it does do some things really well. It's a shit movie, but it is a ton of fun. What do you want,
Colby.
you big piece of crap? What do you want? What do you want? Like, what do you want?
Oh god, us too.
Us too?
Omar says he genuinely enjoys the Mortal Kombat movie.
No, that is one of my favorite. Like, every time you've seen me talk about the 1996 Rising Sand movie, somewhere you can find tweets where I was explaining that, and it's like that level of production quality and that kind of lighting and that quality of CG special effects and, you know, a TVT Records soundtrack is exactly what I would want out of a Rising Sand movie. Like, a Rising Sand movie would look dead ass like the Mortal Kombat movie. Kev would absolutely be animatronic. Then, like, every time special effects happen, they'd be that really weird, like, reboot tier. That'd be great. Mortal Kombat is also... Street Fighter is better than Mortal Kombat narratively. Mortal Kombat is just... They kind of stuck a story framework and then just had some mediocre to good martial arts happening, and then the movie kind of ends. I've talked before, I'm pretty sure I've talked on stream before about how I want to fix the screenplay, because, like, it's almost there if they just moved a couple things around. Mortal Kombat is not a very good movie, but it is definitely one of my favorite movies. Annihilation can suck a dick, though.
Oh, Sonat, I don't know what you missed. Just us babbling about movies, I'm sure. Alright, so the RS equivalent of a suit.
That suit is in a business suit?
Like, black tie suit. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's good. We should work that out. That'd be actually pretty useful.
Alright.
Desert formal wear for people who normally wear vaguely Middle Eastern inspired stuff. Because like still formal wear would be much closer to like what we have today.
Omar says he has a constant argument with friends. A movie is good not on technical merit, but if it entertains.
Getting back to like modern blockbusters, which I think are all garbage. I don't know, like I will not go on record and say like the Transformer movies are good. They're entertaining, but they're stupid crap that actively harms the public perception of film. I don't know. I think it depends on the era, because back then, if a movie was entertaining shit, it didn't stand it. Because like we live in a society now where if you expect like a minimum level of quality or competency from a film, you're a snob, and I think that's extremely harmful. And I think that the lowest common denominatorness of every form of entertainment has really, really hurt the kind of shit we're making now. So in 2019, to say that who cares as long as it's entertainment, I think is more dangerous than saying it in 1993. But I do agree that there are plenty of movies that are like fuck. I love Mortal Kombat. I love Street Fighter. I love the Mario Brothers movie. They're fucking crap, but they're also from 20 years ago, where like something could be crap, and it wouldn't corrupt film entirely. Which is kind of what shit like Transformers and I mean to a lesser extent the Marvel movies, because the Marvel movies are competent. They do have very clear stories that you can follow, and they're not bad. They're lazy. All the lighting and shot compositions are flat as shit. They're starting to get better at that, but like for 10 years now, they've just been making vanilla flavored yuck. But I don't know. I think it's irresponsible in a way to say that, but I see where you're coming from, and in some ways kind of agree. My feelings on that are complicated. Like, I don't know, I've kind of moved, I don't want to say I've moved beyond, that sounds like I'm too good for it, but like, I find it difficult to watch things like The Room, or like Birdemic. You know what, I didn't even like Birdemic at the time. Birdemic is one of those movies that I think everybody should watch once, but like, it's not fun.
I think that's because it was deliberately bad.
No, it wasn't. Birdemic 2 was deliberately bad.
Oh.
Birdemic 1 was made completely in earnest.
Oh.
But it's so incompetent that, like, it's not even really that fun. Especially once the birds show up. It's, like, you may as well just turn it off. It's all the stuff, like, pre-birds that's actually kind of, like, this is hilarious garbage. And even then, it's not as much as something like The Room. But, like, I find it difficult to watch things like that now, because like it's not snobbery. It's just like I feel like I don't have a lot of time these days, and to sit out for 2 hours like intentionally watching something that has like almost no cultural value at all feels like, oh, I could be watching, you know, this stockpile of 25 movies that are like super good that I've been meaning to watch. I don't know, but I mean, I'm so far behind on most blockbuster movies. I have a morbid curiosity for the live action Aladdin though, because everything the thing with like these Disney live action remakes are so fucking soulless and gross. But like Aladdin, given how much I like the original, I kind of want to hate watch it. I mean, that's probably a poor mindset to go into watching anything. But I will say I was pleasantly surprised by Beauty and the Beast. Despite it being almost shot for shot, it was a little better than I was expecting. I am talking to you, by the way.
Oh, I thought you were still talking to the chat. No, I mean,
I mean, I guess I am, but you're the only person physically in the room.
Beauty and the Beast wasn't. There were things I really enjoyed about it, and other times it was just like, why did they make that choice?
Yeah.
Why did they fuck her dress up so badly?
Oh my god, did they ever fuck her dress up?
Like, how do you mess that dress up?
Like, that's one of the most iconic dresses in film. Like, not just animated film, in film. And it's crap in the new one. It did have some good ideas, though. Character design was not one of them. Gaston was good. I like Gaston.
Yeah, he did all right.
Which one's next? They got Aladdin, but they're also working on. Is Lion King out yet?
No, I think it's. God, when is that? I don't think it's this summer. I don't know. I
Is
think The Lion King is the next one.
That looks truly horrifying.
I've decided Keanu Reeves as John Wick as the man who breathed all her produce has a dog like a friend that is still alive. He has not been crushed by bad guys.
We need to work on the suit.
He's kind of Jedi-y. I might be stuck on Jedi.
Yeah, I
right
was
now.
gonna say this looks even more like Jedi robes than the robe.
But yeah, RS desert business suit. We should figure that out.
I have some ideas.
Okay.
Like even looking at this drawing that you're doing, like yeah, we could make it work. Oh, the chat's on the other side of you now, so I gotta.
Well, you gotta get up to read.
Yeah, no, I will say Beauty and the Beast. Having seen the only ones I've seen a tiny bit of Maleficent, which I guess is not a remake. It's more like a backstory, kind of supplementary material.
Yeah.
Which doesn't need to exist. Jungle Book shocked me with how poorly shot it was, and by shot I mean how poorly cobbled together the green screen shots were. It was the first time I saw that you know how everybody criticizes the Disney live action remakes for being like absolutely screaming with detail but being boring at the same time. It was that, and like the camera, they did nothing interesting with framing the shots or dividing space or anything. It was just here's some leaves, and for some reason they got Bill Murray to just be a part of that. They wasted Bill Murray and Christopher Walken on that movie, and that's very frustrating.
I haven't seen it. I don't.
The CGI suffered from the same too shininess that all CG suffers from now, because there literally are not enough CG artists and computers on Earth to render all the movies that need to be done in the average cinematic year now. If you were wondering why CG in general is kind of like gone down in quality, it is literally because there is not enough time to render everything the way it is supposed to be. So that's why we get all this plasticky looking gross these days.
There were
The dress specifically was not like the dress. It's hard to explain. The dress is like it's one of the icons of the film, and the one that showed up in the live action film was not unique. It was not
it wasn't iconic.
like that dress in the original film is like it's hard to explain. Like in 1991, it was this beautifully unique, like it is so iconic of the film and of Belle as a character, and then the dress that we got in the live action one is just like, oh, I just threw this on, and it's like it's just a dress. It's funny in a movie where every character design is suffering from being far too impossibly detailed to even read. I felt that the dress was not elaborate enough, which is weird. It's like they sucked it all out of the dress and were like, yeah, fuck Lumiere up until you can't see his face. Boom. Character design.
The one that bummed me out the most was the wardrobe, because I loved that design. It was just too much for film.
Yeah, the wardrobe was a fantastic concept for a character that was bogged down with too much detail. There was too much fiddly little shit happening in the character design. And like I said when we were watching it, like I think part of why the character designs of the furniture characters specifically fall so flat is because they're so hyper detailed and have so many little pieces and details and little moving parts and markings and shit on them, is that like you lose the human brain's ability to hook onto a face. And so it becomes a little jarring to see these mechanical pieces moving, but like you can't, there's no like, you know, big eyes or anything to like ground you and believe that that's like a sentient being. Which is a lot of movies suffer from that. Transformers is the big obvious one, that half the time it's just like, oh, this is just a junkyard rolling.
That's why Bumblebee is everybody's favorite.
Apparently
You can pick out a face.
Apparently Bumblebee, the movie, is like, it fixed Transformers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently it's really good. I have no idea. I've seen the first Transformers, and I started to watch probably the third or fourth Mark Wahlberg one. And I got about 3 minutes in, and there was a giant American flag and a helicopter shot at some things, and I was like, why did I start this? This is not my kind of movie. I turned it off.
We need produce that Liel wouldn't grow herself, so like no wind root.
Yeah, because Liel does grow her own produce as well.
We'll go with those big berries.
Yeah, let's do it. God, is Keanu Reeves just in Rising Sand now?
Yes. I need to work on the dog friend. That's still too dog.
No, this is good. This almost works with what I had in mind when we meet this character in the comic. Keanu Reeves might just be in Rising Sand.
I'm so excited. We need a fruit that looks like a banana.
Oh, the new Power Rangers is another one where the character designs are too busy to really.
I've not paid
Be
attention.
anything?
I've not looked at it enough to really take in anything. And yeah, because he's a gem.
Oh, and Suicide Squad, of course.
He's a treasure. Ninja Turtles is another one.
Ninja Turtles is another one. Ninja Turtles is in that weird liminal space where like, whereas the Beauty and the Beast like furniture character designs are like, those are just bad. The Ninja Turtles character designs are like, and the Suicide Squad character designs too are like, as concept art, as just pieces of art to look at, and I'm sure when they did the pitch meeting for the designs, they were just pieces of art on the wall. They're great. There's storytelling in the costume designs, in the way that Raphael's shell is duct taped shut, or how Michelangelo has like multiple pairs of Nikes sewn together to look like ninja shoes. Like shit like that is really, really great, but like you get into a level of detail where like once it's in motion, it all falls apart and none of it matters. Because you've got that fucking ungrounded camera every movie has now that is just swinging everywhere. And like you need bolder and simpler stuff that reads when, they're having a fucking ninja fight down a mountain. And then Suicide Squad, all those character designs, literally all of them, are covered in fucking writing. There's literally shit to read on these characters. And it's like, this is a movie. Like, as concept art, as just that one promo still of the Joker holding his head and laughing, yeah, damaged and all that fucking shit that's written all over his body, yeah, that makes sense, because it's a photo, you can stop and read it. But, like, fucking, what's his name? Will Smith. Dead man. Shot king. He's got, like a fucking Bible verse around his neck and shit. And Harley Quinn, her baseball bat says something, and her shirt says something, and her jacket says something. It's like, fucking pare it down. That's not to say you can't have, like, these details on a character. But, like, when you just overload them with these kinds of details, like, it's got to be... Character design is about silhouette, it's about color, it's about saying a fuckload in as little as you can. And movies don't seem to be doing that anymore. And you know
That's
what?
the people who do the comic with the big guy with the cuffs and
Yes,
the tiny people.
But what Keb actually is he's a fucking naked muscle man with giant wheels on his arms. Keb is a very simple character design.
Yeah.
Like yes, we choose to put detail, but the thing is, if you can't
No, his silhouette's so
see that detail, he's still a very, very simple silhouette.
Yeah.
And like that is king. At the end of the day, we can render him as two golden wheels on a purple man, and you're done. And in an Act 2, and going forward, like, yeah, he'll probably be rendered as such. But like, no, character design is, and the problem is Adi Granoff's Iron Man. In 2009, they were like, let's make a movie about a man with little sliding plates. And then the rest of film and video game, like, arts teams were like, oh fuck, let's all do sliding plates. And then character designs just started getting so over elaborate, like just like armor designs and shit just became these shuffling robot pieces, and it's so out of hand now.
It worked for Iron Man. It was brilliant. They made that suit look tangible.
And you know what's...
But you don't need Cap's suit to look like it should be moving around either, and it does, because it would look boring next to Iron Man's suit.
Captain America's suit is pretty okay. I'm kind of that of all the Marvel character designs, I'm kind of okay with where Captain America's gone. Because in the end, like, yeah, it's very fiddly and there's like lots of little pieces, but like they're just leather.
Yeah,
it's not the worst. But like, fuck, post Iron Man, just anything that has like tech armor of any kind is just this cacophony of little pieces. Which is not a bad thing, but very few people get it right.
Right, I'm glad you like him. Yeah, Keanu Reeves he's in the world now.
Well, I mean, maybe. Probably? I don't know.
No, he should be. He should be our first bearded character.
Did you steal character I'm not going to name's footwear?
What? No?
I'll tell you later. Those are exposed toes, right?
No, it was more like wrapped boots. I didn't really finish them. I should finish
Oh, I
them.
see. Okay. I got it.
No, I wouldn't. I wanted to go for like. I just didn't finish them.
Yeah, if we can nail business suits.
Yeah, we should figure that out.
Yeah, that turned out good. Wait, is that just a banana?
I wanted a banana-like fruit, but I didn't know how to do something banana-like that wasn't too banana-like.
I want a banana like fruit.
You don't like banana-like fruits.
No, I mean in Rising Sand.
Oh,
No, I am not a bananaful man.
I like bananas.
Oh, hey, our air conditioner shipped.
Oh, neat.
It will be here tomorrow.
We will be cutting up that box for bucks.
We will be cutting out that box for bucks. Yup.
All right, lovelies. Thank you for hanging out with us while we babbled on about movies and things I'm sure we've talked about before.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know. You guys are here for the wonderful conversation, I'm sure. But it's 5 and my hand's cranky and it's almost dinner time, so I'm gonna go. You guys are awesome. And maybe I'll do this again this week to make up for last week. We'll see. But
We still have so much shit to get to.
we've got a lot of shit to do.
We will do our best.
And my hand needs to be used for commissions and RS. And I need to not be stupid with it. Anyway, I'm babbling. You guys are great. Thank you for hanging out with us. And I'm going to go now. Here I go.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.